We're going live in 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, I'm Aloysius and this is Paul. And welcome to the second episode of The Saints and Us. Through this series, we hope that the lives of these saints will inspire and motivate you to grow in virtue in your walk with Jesus.
That's right, Aloy. You can check out the first episode of The Saints and Us on Charity on OIP's IGTV. Alright, let's dive right in. Today's virtue is discipleship. Discipleship is following in Jesus' footsteps, and it is the foundation of what it means to be Christian.
Wow, that sounds like a tall order. But not to worry guys, because the saints who have gone before us have set an example for us. Who do we have today, Paul?
Well, first up, we have Saint Catherine of Siena. So Saint Catherine of Siena lived in the early 14th century, and she was someone who received many visions and is also a doctor of the church. Surprisingly, Saint Catherine could not read nor write very well. On one occasion, she asked Jesus for the gift to be able to read and write, so that she could read the Psalms and other prayers, but only if the Lord willed it. And from the very next moment, she was able to read and write fluently. Her love for the Lord, coupled with these new gifts from Him, inspired her to write countless letters to church leaders at the time, and was also instrumental in restoring the papacy to Rome. She brokered peace deals between Italian city-states in a time of factional conflicts. On top of all this, St. Catherine travelled frequently in the later years, and she set up many convents in the various places that she visited that were outside her hometown. And who's our next saint, Aloy?
Our next saint is Saint Mariam Thresia Chiramel, who was canonized last year by Pope Francis. Born in 1876, she became a sister of the Indian Syro-Malabar Catholic professed religious and the founder of the Congregation of the Holy Family. Before discerning a vocation to join the sisterhood, she spent much of her early life praying and fasting in seclusion, to the dismay of her mother. She is also one of the most recent saints to have received the stigmata. St. Mariam is also well known for feeding the poor in her hometown and the neighboring towns. This shows that discipleship challenges and draws us out beyond our own private faith lives to reach out to others to bring them to Christ.
Indeed, both saints are great examples of living out the virtue of discipleship, but in different ways. Saint Mariam, for instance, did not leave her hometown often, but served her people to the best of her abilities. She provided shelter and fed the poor, while encouraging others to follow suit by founding her own religious congregation. We can draw parallels between her actions and Jesus' heart for the poor and the sick in the Gospels.
In contrast, St. Catherine travelled frequently in the later part of her life, reaching out to the church leaders of that time so that they too would reach out and serve their flock as good shepherds. Through the many letters and books she wrote, she continues to inspire the Church of Christ posthumously with her faith. This reminds us of Jesus travelling through Israel with his disciples, teaching them so that they may in turn teach the rest of his church and spread his word to the ends of the earth.
In order to become more like Christ through discipleship, we need to go beyond ourselves to bring others to Him as well. Because while our faith is personal, it is never private. Remember, faith stirs faith. So today we invite you to think about how you can share your faith with others. Why not reach out to someone and simply share what Jesus has done for you this week? Actually, you know what? We'll give you 5 seconds right now to take out your phone and send that person a text.
Do it.
Gotta do it now. Do it.
Come on.
You done? Awesome. Okay, now don't be afraid to proclaim how good the Lord has been to you.
With that, I'm Aloysius,
And I'm Paul.
and you just heard us on the Saints and Us show. See you next
See you next time.